difference in your concentration?
Yeah, very intense.
Yeah, it's intense. Take a breath. When you listen that way, you not only focus completely, but I believe that you begin learning to hear detail in a very, very different way than when we normally listen. And being able to hear and discern detail is key to your own improvisational capacity, right? So, second principle is fake it till you make it. First principle is get your motor running. Here's the third one. I'm going to tell you a couple of stories. First one's a little bit abstract. How many people eat peanut butter? Okay, good. Anybody know who invented peanut butter? A man named George Washington Carver. He's known for that, but he actually invented more than 160 different applications for the peanut crop, including paints and cosmetics. He was a very, very interesting man. He was a botanist. He was the orphan son of slaves. He was an agriculturist, and he was a professor. He taught at Tuskegee Institute in Alabama for the last probably 25 or 30 years of his life. And he was kind of eccentric. He would get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. He would go into a room and meditate. And in his quiet meditation, he would get insights about what he was to do that day. And he was also kind of, have you ever known anybody who was really, really smart, but they were also really, really eccentric? You might know somebody like that sitting next to you, right? Really, really smart, but a little strange. Well, Carver was brilliant, but he would also talk to flowers and trees. He had an intimate connection with nature that many people didn't have. One day he was out in the garden at Tuskegee Institute, and a student said, Dr. Carver, why is it that nature reveals secrets to you that she keeps hidden from others? So he was a brilliant botanist, and he was discovering all these aspects of the plant kingdom that nobody else could understand. And he said it's very simple. And now the secret of the third principle is in here. He said it's very simple. If you love anything enough, it will reveal its secrets to you. If you love anything enough, it will reveal its secrets to you. If you love anything, if you give it your attention, your intention, your focus, your concentration, it reveals its secrets to you. Second story. University of Chicago, 1954, did an experiment. They divided the basketball team. By the way, I don't play basketball. I never played basketball, and don't ask me about basketball. I'm 6'9", and I've been 6'9" since I was 13 in 8th grade. They called me Lurch. Okay? But I got over it. Okay, it's all right now. But they divided this group into 3 groups, or this basketball team into 3 groups, and they measured their ability to sink free throws, right? And in group 1, they said, oh, we want you to practice free throws 1 hour a day for 30 days. So they did. Free throws, 1 hour a day for 30 days. Second group, don't think about basketball. They didn't practice. Third group, we want you to sit in a quiet place, close your eyes, and imagine sinking free throws. Just imagine doing it for 1 hour a day. 30 days go by. Group 1 has been practicing free throws every day for an hour. They improved 24%. Logical. Group 2 has not been thinking about basketball. They don't improve at all. Duh. Group 3 has been practicing mentally with their eyes closed in a relaxed state 1 hour a day. Guess how much they improved? 23%, almost as much as the other group. Soviet Union did an experiment with their ski team back in the 1970s, and they were experimenting with mental rehearsal. They divided the ski team into 4 groups. Group 1 was 100% physical practice. Group 2 was 75% physical, 25% mental. Group 3 was 50-50. Group 4 was 75% mental, 25% physical. After 3 weeks, they stopped the study because the last 2 groups were doing so much better than the first 2 groups. They were afraid that they would not qualify for the trials. Fourth story. I have a friend named Marilyn King. Marilyn King was an Olympian, and now she's probably in her late 50s, early 60s, but she went to the Olympics in 1972 and 1976. She is a pentathlete, competing in the pentathlon. Who knows what the pentathlon is? 5 events. What are the events? Anybody know? Shot put is one of them. Long jump, high jump, 800-meter hurdle, maybe discus. So they're events that require different skills: strength, speed, flexibility, etc. Really pushing the different outer limits of an athlete's prowess and capacity. Well, Marilyn was planning to go in 1980. And in 1979, November, she had a car accident. And she was hit in the back by a truck. She had 2 bulging discs in the lower part of her spine, very, very painful. And although it was possible for her to compete, it was not going to be possible for her to train for 6 months. So what Marilyn did, in the old days before DVDs and iPods and so forth, she actually had videotapes. And she would go in the hospital and watch videotapes of championship athletes. When she got home, she continued that. And she would do the following. She'd say to herself every day these 2 things. I am getting better and better every day, and I will score in the top 3 in the Olympic trials. I'm getting better and better every day, I will score in the top 3. I'm getting better and better every day, I will score in the top 3. Over and over and over and over. When she gets home, She is on pain medication and she has to be in a wheelchair. What she does is she goes to University of California, Berkeley, where she was the track coach. And she goes to the track and she sits in a wheelchair 3 or 4 hours a day and visualizes herself going through all these things over and over and over. She sees it over and over and over. When she gets to the point where she can walk around, she goes back to the track. She's walking slowly, imagining these events vividly. I'm getting better and better every day. I will score in the top 3 Olympic trials. I'm getting better and better every day. I will score in the top 3, etc. Over and over. She stretches, but that's pretty much all she can do. By about March, April, May, she's spending 8 hours a day on the track. No physical practice, no weights, no sprints, nothing except stretching, mental rehearsal, and those affirmations. I'm getting better and better every day. I will score in the top 3 Olympic trials. June comes, time for the trials. All she's done is stretch. She's done nothing but mental rehearsal for 6 months now. She says it was like a dream that I'd had 1,000 times before. I heard the starting bell. The next thing I remember, I am standing second next to Jackie Joyner-Kersee. True story. What do all those have in common? What do all those have in common? From George Washington Carver to the basketball experiment, the ski team, Arlington, what do they have in common? Focus. What do they have in common? Take a moment, and if it's comfortable for you, I want you to close your eyes just for a moment. I want you to imagine this Friday, when you were doing your final recital with your combo. And I want you to imagine being on the stage, holding your instrument or its voice standing there. And I want you to imagine performing, playing better than you've ever imagined in your entire life. Just for a moment, just go there for a moment. Okay? Good, open your eyes. Now come back. Now I want you to imagine that you just turned 16, and whatever ideal car is your car, you can close your eyes for this. But you open the door from your front door, and right there, parked in front of you, is that car. The one that you have always wanted. Okay? And I want you to walk out in your imagination, go to the door, and find the key in your hand. Poof, there it is. Go to the door and click it open. Open it. Sit in the driver's seat. Turn the car on. Listen to the motor, or if it's a Prius, just listen to the silence. Just like, check it out. Smell that new car smell. Put your hands on the steering wheel. Just like, there it is. Feel it. Okay, good. And now turn the motor off. Get out of the car. Go back in the house. Okay, good. Open your eyes. Now, what you just did is you just activated what is perhaps the most powerful force that human beings have that can change their lives, which is the power of your imagination. Our third principle is really simple. It's what you see is what you get. Everybody say that. What you see is what you get. What you see in your mind's eye, in your imagination, you tend to act out. I believe we all live in a mental house. And that house is